You know, I'm not a fan of spiders. I'm pretty good though. I will put them in a jar before they go out so I don't stomp on them. Coming up with images though of spiders, I've got quite a few because they actually got some cool properties. So one of the things would be you just look at a spider and go, okay, what's cool about a spider? They got really long legs usually, right? In comparison to their body. They're very light on their feet or legs. I guess they don't really, do they have feet? They're light on their legs and they're able to move really fast. It's pretty cool that they can spin a web. Okay, so now what am I going to do with my appreciation of a spider? Well, you could start with kurus or runs. Kurus on point are just dancer runs that are like the speed and lightness of a spider scurrying by. That's a quick and easy one. The lightness too can help point dancers not to go hammer, hammer, hammer down, but to feel the lift, 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 lift. That would be useful. You could also imagine that you are the spider with the long legs connecting to your smaller in relationship torso. Now, why is that a good thing? Well, a lot of dancers connect their leg to their hip. Okay, that seems obvious, but if I really want to feel core connection and get the control and get my legs above 90, I've actually got to connect my legs through to my belly button, actually through to the front surface like T1, T2 of the vertebrae there, so that I'm activating my psoas muscle. Okay, so if I think of my long legs as coming like right from my belly button instead of my hip, adding that length like big long spider legs or daddy long legs, then I'm actually going to be activating the psoas muscle for support and lift. I want to do that. Part of connecting my legs through to my core also connects back to one of the patterns I mentioned earlier, the core distal pattern of coming from my core to my distal ends, like with the veins for the leaf. Okay, so thinking of core to distal arranges everything around core. And another core to distal one with spiders would be to be thinking of my core itself like the spider web with all those concentric circles moving out. And that it's not this tight thing, but it's these thin silk-like threads that are all connected and make something beautiful and wonderful, but it can be broken, right? So that you don't want your core stiff, you just want it connected. So another spider link. So one more for spiders is this idea of them dropping down on their thread. And because they're dropping down and they're in the environment of gravity, that line of thread that they go down on is doing a perfect plumb line. Now you can talk to students. This is a great opportunity to talk about alignment, not straight spine. The curves are still there, expressed as they should be, but that the alignment through like the center line is like a spider web that dropped down. You can talk about our relationship with gravity for alignment instead of straightness. And this idea of a spider at the end, kind of like a pendulum, would go straight down. So you can draw that, your spider web line, your thread line through the side seam of the body.